Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Faulkner, and welcome to Village Core. We're welcome to Village Core, where we live our mission, which is to connect, share, learn, and build intergenerational connections for mutual learning. This is a place where senior wisdom and youth tech minds join forces in order to bring you meetings like this. Today, we'll be discovering the US Open and how you can get started watching your favorite tennis games and your favorite tennis players, either live or past recordings of any tournaments that have happened. The US Open is a great way to experience all that tennis has, especially within the United States and overseas with other players coming in. So the way that the US Open works is essentially when you type in the US Open into your Google Chrome or anything like that, if you scroll down to the official site of the 2024 US Open, you'll be able to find all the dates for the US Open, as well as the times of when the players are playing. There's also the US Open Champions of the Court game that you can also play within Roblox, which is a video game that is out there for people to play. So you can become your own tennis champion with the US Open Champions of the Court's Roblox game. So here we have the main site where it tells you all the dates. Once an actual tournament as of August 19th is actually playing and running, these will turn into different kinds of things that you can watch. So these will turn into live events that you can monitor. The score will be kept on here, and then as well you can watch highlights from the ongoing game as well. We also have tickets. So if you want to attend the US Open in person, there are tickets here that you can buy for the 2024 US Open game that is located in New York. So you can buy all these tickets. You can see the ticket prices. You can buy a luxury suite and also different types of hospitality. There's travel packages, and there's also seating maps so you can see where you are if you want to be close to the court, if you want to be away from the court, and then also which court you're going to be on. So with the US Open, there are three different courts. There's Arthur Ashe Stadium, there's also Louis Armstrong Stadium, and then there's of course Grandstand Stadium. The one that most people know is Arthur Ashe Stadium, where you can view all seating, whether it's close to the court, whether it's far away from the court. We can see it all here. So you have your rows closer, you have your suite rows, which are the ones in yellow, and then we have the ones that are closer to the tennis courts as well. And then, of course, we have the ones that are the photographer pit, where all the photos will be taken, of course, and all the announcers will be located. So you can see both the back of the court, the front of the court, the sides of the court, and then, of course, you can see where the net is and where the what's his name? Where the umpire or where the line judge is sitting as well. Um, so with that, when viewing your seat and viewing where you are sitting, you can also make arrangements for all the tickets that you may want to buy. So with buying tickets for the 2024 US Open, there are 2024 individual tickets. So if you and somebody else want to go to the US Open together, you can buy individual tickets, which means you can find them in the stands, wherever you want to be within the court stadium seating. So we can select our dates here. So let's go for August 30th. Select tickets for August 30th. I want a day and evening event. And let's say I want to look at the men's and women's third round, which is at 7 p.m. So we can see all tickets for the 7 p.m. game. This session has been suspended for some reason. All right, let's look at the seat. Okay, I know what's happening. So the seating for right now is not available to me because for some reason it thinks I'm a bot. But once you get inside of there, once you view all your tickets, and once you view all the stadium seating, uh, still can find seats in here, but it's very limited. This one has more, and then of course, once the area is completely grayed out, that means there are no longer seats available to you. The US Open is also a PayPal affiliate, so that means that whenever you are paying at checkout, you can also pay with PayPal. This makes it easy so that you can transfer money safely and securely using PayPal. And then, of course, you can find your seats. You can click on the rows and the section that you want and decide which seats that you want. So these seats right here are taken. Whatever is in whatever. Actually, are all of them taken? No, they're not. So whatever is the ones that are located in these little kind of red circles are the ones that are available. So all these grayed out areas are no longer available for purchase, but these little red things are all available for purchase. So here we have section 4. It'll tell you the section, it'll tell you the row, it'll tell you how many seats you have. These are available resale tickets. We can specify the amount of tickets that we want. And of course, because it is so close to the court, it is an obscene amount of money, roughly $5,000 here. And then, of course, we can continue to purchase as well. So once we move on to continue to purchase, they want to get me verified. So they want to make sure that I'm not a bot. So once we confirm that I'm not a bot and we confirm that I am indeed human, we can now view how to sign up. So signing up for the US Open is pretty easy. Signing up just requires an email address, a password, a first name, a last name, where your residence is, the country that you reside in, and of course your zip and postal code. Once you sign up for that, it'll take you to the screen where you can pay and continue on with buying all the tickets that you want for the 2024 US Open. So this is the third round of the men's and women's. We can view more info about it, like the important event info. Tickets are subject to acceptable service changes. We can see the date that it's at, as well as the time. We can see the venue, which is Arthur Ashe Stadium. It's in Flushing, New York, which is a different venue from typically where the other venues are held. And then we can also see additional information. But let's say you don't necessarily want just one ticket. Let's say you want to be there for a while. You want to have a travel package because you're coming from either out of state or you're coming from, another country or something like that. What we can do here is we can look at the Steve Frugal's international tennis tours. We can also see that Emirates Airlines has deals for us, and then IHG hotels and resorts have different accommodations as well. So flying with Emirates here, because Emirates is another affiliated partner with the U.S. Open, we can now see and book our flights using this and also picking a travel package that is for us um, when going to the US Open. So as of right now, I don't know why it's not taking me to the link. Typically when I click on this before does take me. Here we go. So here we have US Open tennis ticket packages. So all these packages start for pretty much around the same price of close to $1,500, and we can see all the different kind of packages that they have. So these packages include things like a 4-star hotel accommodation. It's for 3 nights. You get 4 sessions of official tickets. There's daily round trip transportation, and then you get to have experience on-site staff. So this means that whenever whenever you are trying to book one of these events and book one of these weekends, we can see that there's different packages that we can choose from. And then of course, when we click on it, we can see all the different types of dates as well, and then where our US tickets are going to. So if we want how many guests are coming, let's say I'm going for double occupancy, which means two people are coming with me. I can select that 2 people are coming with. We can say for room 1, we can select the room type, classic king room, for no additional cost, unless you have any accommodations, if you have any accommodations, make sure to contact the hotel or contact the provider of your excursion directly to make sure that they are getting all the things that they need in order to accommodate you and suit you best. So this may be things like dietary needs, whether you have a health issue, anything like that, make sure to let them know, and they will accommodate to their best potential. So here we have where we'll be staying. Well, it's the intercontinental La Barque. We can see the hotel rooms. We can see what the hotel rooms look like, the lobby, and then of course we have our dates as well. Moving back here, if you don't necessarily want to travel with one of these partners, you can also book a different luxury suite or hospitality as well. So booking one of these luxury suites is kind of one of those things that's like buying box seats at another type of venue. So you can access these different types of luxury suites. You can also experience the American Express Center Courts Club. So if you are an American Express member with a higher up kind of credit card, so what that means is I believe it's their platinum card. You can access different things like their center court club, or you can of course buy your way in if you are an American Express member. If you are not, this club is not accessible to you. Only American Express Center Court Club members or people who have bought their way in using American Express are allowed to come in here. For you, if you're not an American Express Club member, what you can do is you can buy a luxury suite. So with the luxury suites, we have the different locations of where they are. You also have a different entrance. So your entrance for the luxury suites will be here. Your luxury suites will be located up here as well. And of course, we can see the different types of access that it has. We can see the prime viewing, prime dining, all that as well. We can see the details of the private balcony, full service with dedicated attendance. It includes 20 plus tickets, 2 host passes, and 3 parking passes. We can also take a look at the cuisine and the drinks that are provided right there at the US Open for you. But not only that, if you don't necessarily want to do any of this and you want to enjoy the US Open from home, you can also view the schedule of what's happening. So here we have the schedule. Here we have a breakdown by day, seeing what the main draw is. So we have the times of the main drawings, and then of course it'll break down into the subsections where it gets down to the last game, which decides the winner of the US Open. We can also plan an event. We can see what's at the US Open. We can see what's at home, and then we can see the A through Z guide. So we can see all the food and accommodate and beverages. We can see the grounds maps. We can see prohibited items, accessibility, and then of course shopping at the US Open store. You can also watch everything live. So watching everything live will appear here. For right now, since the US Open is not happening, what we can do is we can basically watch what they have to offer up until the US Open. And typically, when you do watch the US Open, all your live feeds will be appearing here. You can also watch it through ESPN, which is the official partner with the US Open to promote it live. There's also a domestic TV schedule where you can watch it on your regular TV. If you have that hooked up, you can listen live on usopen.org radio, and then there's also different podcast partners as well. There's different news that you can find. You can be at the Open, and then you can also look at the history. There's also Fan Week. So Fan Week is something that they do to promote different things. So Fan Week basically means that leading up to the US Open, they have different events to promote the US Open, like how they just had a singer at the US Open in order to get ready for the upcoming events in August. So it's 60 days left until Fan Week, which Fan Week opens August 9th through 25th. But as of right now, there's one singer that you can go see as of right now. We can also look back at the 2023 tournament. So if you want to see how the 2023 tournament went, we can view it all here. Viewing it all here allows us to see the past scores so we can keep up to date with all our favorite tennis players and see what rounds they watched, what rounds they did, and how they lost or how they won. And then, of course, clicking on it, we can see the recap and the videos that are associated with the actual match. And of course, finally, we have the US Open Shop. So American Express is the official card of the US Open, which means if you shop with American Express card here, you can get discounts on different things, such as different rackets, different hats, different kids items, men's, women's, and all that. But as well, if you were to just want to shop around, you can find everything related to the US Open either on their website, or if you go in person, you can buy all your merchandise there. So we have the 2024 collection, we have men's, women's, performance, hats, kids, accessories collections, and then of course the clearance section. And all these have different subsections that you can access and view in order to make sure that you are buying exactly what you want for your experience, or just to have around the house to remember the US Open by. So the way it works is you just add something like this shirt here, like the polo, you just add it, select your size. So let's say I want to choose extra large, adding to cart, check out now. Whoops, I hit the PayPal function. It is there for you to access, but if you want to hit checkout now, it'll load and then it'll tell you to kind of type in your email address. That way they can send you an order confirmation. Then they'll ask you for shipping, billing, and then of course payment after that. So that is how you purchase items with the US Open. So other than that, I have nothing really else to add. This is just a great way to kind of keep track of the US Open and look at all the sponsors that are ready to go, all the sponsors and affiliates with the US Open. So of course, you can play Champion of the Courts on Roblox if you have the game. You can also view Rolex and how they sponsor the US Open, and then of course all the other brands and all the other people who sponsored the US Open for this year. Also, the US Open is a great way to see celebrities that do attend the event every single year. So if you're somebody who likes seeing celebrities, be sure to check out some of the courtside seating, because that will have the best chance of being able to see some celebrities that attend these types of events. So other than that, I have nothing really else to add about the US Open. It's a great way to keep up to date with all things US Open related and tennis related as well. So once again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Brandon Faulkner. Thank you for connecting, sharing, and learning. You'll be able to find a recording of this session on our YouTube channel, which is at villagecore.org, or at villagecore. Not at, which is at villagecore channel, where you can keep up to date with both past and future meetings. And then as well, you'll be able to check out our website, which is at villagecore.org, to keep up to date with, once again, both past events, future events, and all things that VillageCore does. So once again, thank you so much for watching.